Hi, amazing people. I wish you're very happy and safe in your life. And I welcome you on my YouTube channel, Fesgi Consultant. And today I want to talk about spouse visa, spouse open work permit for Canada, because we have a lot of people across the globe and they call us and they ask a lot of questions like, what is the best time to apply for this spouse visa? What documents are required? What is the process? How much fund is required? So they have a lot of random questions and we help them with the answers over the call. But today I think that I should make a special video and try to answer all your questions, dispel all your doubts so that you can understand exactly what is the reality. And then you can apply happily your spouse visa, spouse open work permit, and that's how you can easily get the visa. And if you have some problems, then you can always take our help, because we are professional and we can also help you to land your spouse visa for Canada. And still, if you're new to my YouTube channel, then please consider subscribing, because we make a lot of videos so that this will help you about Canada, about Germany, about France, and so many countries like UK. So you have to subscribe our channel, and then you will be able to understand what's happening around the world about your concerns, and that's how you can enhance your knowledge. So now, without wasting further time, let's get started. So now let's talk about your first question, which you ask us a lot of time. What is the difference between spouse visa and spouse open work permit for Canada? I think there is a lot of confusion about these names, but I want to clarify that Canada spouse visa, Canada spouse open work permit, both are the same thing. So whenever you apply spouse visa, that means you are applying also the spouse open work permit. So there is no difference. Both are the same thing. Even if you want to talk about like dependent visa, it will be the same thing. So what happens? There are a lot of people call spouse visa, somebody says spouse open work permit. So that's how people gets confused that maybe these are the separate visas we have to apply. But no, when you apply spouse open work permit, spouse visa for Canada, I think it is the same thing. So please don't be confused. Whenever you hear these names, you have to understand one thing is that it is the same thing. And when you apply spouse visa, that means it is the same thing. So yeah, keep in mind, don't be confused in future. These are the same things. And now let's talk about your very important question. And the question is, what is the best time to apply for Canada spouse visa? So I think this is the question we have been asked by so many people all the time. What is the best time? What is the best time? So now let me tell you the best time to apply for Canada spouse visa. So you have almost like 4 options, and it depends upon you which option is best for you. So let me explain you one by one, and then you can easily understand. So now let me tell you the first option when you can apply. For example, your husband has got the admission in Canada universities. So when your husband applies his study permit, then your spouse, that means your wife, also can apply for the spouse visa. So it's very clear that whenever your husband or wife gets admission in Canada, so when you first time apply this study permit, same time you can apply for the spouse visa, then you can get the spouse visa. So this is the first situation you can have. And now let me tell you the second option you have. For example, your husband has got the study permit, and before leaving the country, your husband can apply also for the spouse visa. That simply means that your husband has got the visa, so there is a positive chances that your spouse can also get the visa. So yeah, this option you can also avail whenever your husband or wife has got the visa study permit, and then before leaving the country you can also apply the spouse visa, and hopefully you will get the spouse visa. So keep in mind. Now let me tell you the third option. For example, your husband or wife has applied for the study permit, and then your husband or wife can, whoever has applied for the visa, the same person can go to Canada, and he or she can study for at least like 2-3 months, or maybe can complete the 1 semester, and then he or she will be able to understand the climate, the culture, the rules, the law, everything. Then it becomes easy, because the embassy can understand that one person has been already in Canada for 4 months or 3 months. So this gives a positive impression that yeah, then you can apply the spouse visa for your husband or wife who is living in your country. Then it's also easy for you to get the visa. So yeah, this is the third option you can avail whenever your husband or wife can go to Canada, they study there 1 semester, finish there, understand everything, and then you can apply. So yeah, this is the third option you can also use to get this spouse visa. Now let me talk about the fourth option you have. For example, your husband or wife has got the study permit, and then your husband goes to Canada. Maybe he finishes his studies and he's about to get the job after finishing the study, complete study, and then he will get the job. And then, for example, your husband get the job in Canada, and then you can also apply for the spouse visa for your wife who is living in India, or maybe your wife is in Canada, so you can apply for your husband in India. So yeah, fourth option says that if your husband or wife has finished his or her studies in Canada and then they get the job, and then you can also apply for the spouse visa. So I think it's very clear now. And one thing I just want to emphasize, that Canada has never said that what is the best time for you to apply. I gave you 4 options. You can apply, you can choose the timing according to your situation. And still, if you're confused, then you can also call us, because we have to give you the right guidance as per your case, because we have to understand and hear your stories. If we come across to the fact that you have a lot of documents, you can fulfill all the requirements, then yeah, we can suggest you what is the best time for you to apply. Maybe like you can apply together, you can apply later on, or maybe if your spouse get the job in Canada and then you can apply. So yeah, there are a lot of ways. Just you have to keep in mind that Canada has never said that what is the best time. You can apply anytime. Just you have to provide them documents, and then you will surely get the visa in case you have any problems. So we are always at your disposal. Then you can call us and meet us, and then we can help you when to apply your Canada spouse visa, and hopefully you will get the visa. And now let's talk about your next question. So people ask us many times, for how many months and years we can get this spouse visa. So I want to make it very simple for you to understand. Whenever you apply for the spouse visa, you have to think about your spouse, who is husband or wife, who is living in Canada, for how many years visa or how many months visa your spouse is having in Canada. For example, if your spouse, your husband in Canada is having like 1 year's visa, Canada visa, so yeah, you will get the same duration, because you are depending upon your spouse who is living in Canada. So yeah, you cannot get the duration which is lesser than his or her visa who is living in Canada, or maybe more than the duration he has in Canada. So it's very simple that whatever time duration your spouse is having in Canada, for the same duration you will get the spouse visa. If your husband has like 6 months visa, then you will get the 6 months. If he has 1 year, then you will have a 1 year visa. So yeah, you have to like consider that you will get the same time of visa your spouse is having already in Canada. So yeah, just keep in mind this thing. And now let's talk about your next question. People ask us a lot of time, if we apply a spouse visa, then when we can get this spouse visa? Is there any time limit? What happens? So yeah, it is also a very valid question. So let me answer you, because this is something you have to understand. What is the ground reality? If we talk about like Canada rules, Canada has said that it's all about like 6 weeks time they can take to give you spouse visa, but entirely depends upon, like for example, if you submit all your documents at once, there is something missing, then your chances are very high that yeah, you can get the visa in 1 month or 2 months. But what happens whenever something is missing? Because whenever you submit your documents, you feel that you have done your best, nothing is missing, but for like the visa officer, if he come across to something like which is missing, like document you have not submitted, so then you will have to again submit that missing document. So that's how it can take longer time. But if you do everything at once, you provide all the documents, then you can trust that if your case is very strong, there's nothing confusion, there's nothing doubt, so you can always get the visa within 6 weeks, 1 month time, or 2 months time. But yeah, if you miss something, then yeah, of course it will take longer time. So yeah, you have to understand this reason, the logic I'm giving you. So make sure that you provide all the documents so that visa officer will not have any problem to give you visa on time, like 1 month or within 2 months. So yeah, that's the answer. I hope you understand. So make sure you submit all your documents, and then you can get the visa as soon as possible. And now let's talk about your very important question: how much fund is required to apply for this spouse visa? Well, when we talk about like Canada law, they have not explained clearly, they have not described that how much money you require, but they expect from you that at least you must have more than like 13,000 Canadian dollars, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000. If you have huge amount, this will be very good, because this will leave a positive impact that you will not be banking upon the social benefits Canada offers, because Canada officer is always worried about this thing, that you come to Canada, you don't have money, then you will depend upon the social benefits on Canada. So this will be a very negative thing for your visa application. So I just want to make sure that please don't do this. The more money you can show, you can deposit, this will be good for you, because this will help visa officer to understand that you can take care of your well-being, you will not be lost in Canada, and there will not be any problem. So yeah, this is something you have to keep in mind. The more money you can show, the more chances you have for the visa. If you show less money, that means this will be a negative thing for your application. So make sure that you can show, you can deposit a lot of money, more than like 14,000 Canadian dollars, 15,000, 16,000, the more you can show. So yeah, this is my answer as per our experience, because that's what we do. We just give the right information to make sure you can get the visa easily. So yeah, you have to keep in mind this thing. If you can show more funds, then this will be very good for your visa application. So just keep in mind. And now let's talk about your marriage, because the documents you need to have, because it's very, very important for you. And people ask us a lot of questions. What are the marriage documents we need? So first of all, you need to understand that if you have been married since long time, this is very good for you. And if you have just recently married, so in all the conditions, in all situations, you need to make sure that you have the marriage certificate, and you must have like photographs. You must have something like chatting proofs that since how long you have been in touch with each other, since how long you know each other. And also if you have been traveling together, so you must have some like tickets, like hotel bills. So yeah, there are a lot of proofs you need to keep in your possession, to make sure that whenever you apply, you submit your documents, you can also submit all these proofs. So this will leave a positive impact that yeah, you have been in touch for so long, your marriage is so old, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So in totality, this is something very important. You have to give all the proofs, photographs, certificate, and bank details. If you have some insurance together, you can do that. Health insurance also, bank account if you have. So there are a lot of factors which are very important to help understand this visa officer that yeah, you know each other since long time, and you have all the proofs. So yeah, this is you have to keep in mind. And still, I'm telling you again, so you can also contact us, so that as depending upon the case, we can enlighten you properly. Yeah, so this is all you have to keep in mind about your marriage certificate and documents, so that you can prove that your marriage is genuine, your relationship is genuine, and there's nothing something fake, you're not doing something wrong. So yeah, all these things you have to keep in mind, and then it will be very easy for you to get the visa. And now it is a time for me to talk about what is the big benefit you get when you apply your spouse visa, when you get your spouse open work permit. So as per Canada law, if you get the spouse visa, that means you have the right to work full-time in Canada. So the best thing is that your husband or wife who is studying in Canada, he or she can only do part-time job for 20 hours in a week. But when your spouse is going to join you in Canada on the basis of spouse visa, so your spouse can do full-time job in Canada. So I think this is the big benefit, because your husband or wife can do full-time job, and he or she can find the job in any company for any position. They are free to choose any job because it's an open work permit. But when your spouse, your husband or wife who is studying, they only can do part-time job. So you can understand, one person can do part-time job and other spouse can do the full-time job. So that's how you can both work and earn money, a lot of money. And whatever future plans you have to settle down in Canada, this will be very good thing for your life. Like you can live together happily, and you can make money, you can make your future, you can even bring your family in the future. So yeah, all the best thing you can expect whenever you get the spouse visa, because it brings a lot of benefits for you. So yeah, if you apply, and that's the reason, a lot of people are curious to go to Canada on the spouse visa, because that's a big benefit you can have. So yeah, you can make a lot of money, you can settle down in Canada for a lifetime. So yeah, this is the best thing you can have in your life ever if you get the spouse visa. So keep in mind. So now I believe that I have explained you everything and you have understood everything thoroughly. So now you can happily apply your spouse open work permit for Canada. And still, if you have doubts, so you can always contact us because we are professional. We can always help you to get your spouse visa for Canada because we are professional. And also, if you have doubts, so you can always ask us via Instagram, via Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We have given all the links in the description. You just can click and come across a lot of information. And also we can help you for the admission in Canada. Any university you want, a college you want, we can help you for the admission. We can also apply for your PR. We can also help you with the French language. We teach also French language. We can also help you to prepare you for the IELTS test. So yeah, we have all the solution for Canada. You just have to contact us and then we will make your life peaceful. And you are new to our channel, then please consider subscribing and press the bell icon button to get the notification, because we make a lot of informative videos every day so that you can learn a lot about Canada and about other countries. So now, thank you so much for your precious time. Best of luck and take care always.